Hey guys, today we're trying What Never Was, as requested by Patreon subscriber Nox. I think this might be a full game playthrough type of video. We'll see. But when I glanced at other people's playthroughs, in particular the walkthrough somebody did was 10 minutes long, which is obviously not how fast I'm going to solve it by having to actually solve the puzzles, but that means the game might be only half an hour long. We'll see. One of them puzzle games. We're doing good. We're doing good. All right, cool. Subtitles already turned on. Let's figure this out.
Hey, Mom. Where are you? Wait, what? So you're not coming? But I'm already here. I know, but Mom, don't we owe it to Grandpa to... Yeah, I know. It's just... What? You can't sell the clock? Grandpa's had that for years. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I can just start clearing out my boxes and then... I don't know. We can come back tomorrow and do the rest? Yeah. Bye. I'm really going to miss you, Grandpa. All right, let's do this.
Since this is likely a full game playthrough, I'll preemptively say that if you want to go in without spoilers and check the game out for yourself and then come back, there'll be a link to the store pages in the description. And now, without much ado... Those were the smallest subtitles I've ever seen, by the way. I haven't squinted since the first time I played Dead Rising on a standard definition television. At which point everyone was like, I guess this game doesn't have subtitles then.
Oh, Grandma's cello. So this is where it ended up. It's a magnifying glass. For magnifying things.
How magnified does it?
I really wish I knew if that was in tune or not.
Ooh. Magic.
A desk drawer. A desk drawer.
I guess I don't have to unlock it. There's also nothing in there. That looks evil or something. It looks like an axolotl creature, kinda.
I should see if I can find the missing pages before moving this. It's a banker's lamp.
Click. Oh, there's a lot of drawers. Can I crouch? Oh, I can.
It's locked. 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 It's locked.
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked.
An open desk drawer.
Okay, I don't know if narrating each thing's completely necessary. Oop.
I'm sure some of these are worth keeping, but I'm not going to sit down and sort through them right now.
But what if they have the clue to whatever we're about to do? Say goodbye to the monetization of this video. Oops. Q. Journal page number 2. It seems no coincidence that both the resting place of Pele and Payakeke, I don't know, Payakwekwe would happen to be in the mountains. The trek has gone well, although the winds are ominous. My clothing and necessities have carried me well so far. The guide I hired upon arrival have proved invaluable. Not only in this knowledge of the thick forest, but also for his rich knowledge of his company. Not unexpectedly, this symbol of water could be found at the peak of the summit, along with the alchemic symbol of water. Again, these symbols seem interconnected, and while one set are alchemical symbols known to many people, the others seem strange and of no cultural design that at least I am knowledgeable of. The encounter on Hawaii makes me certain that the other two elements must bear significance as well. What will I find on this mountain? That's page 2, so we have to find the first page still. That's the same thing that was in the desk drawer. It almost looked like passport sized. Yeah, there it is. Oh, there it is again. Oh, there it is again. Do I have a flashlight? I don't think I do. Nintendo 64, but it's not a Nintendo 64.
The adapter's missing. Probably for the best. I wouldn't get anything done today if I started playing.
It's the A Station 32. It has an A. I want to look at these games. Banjo-Kazooie! It's Guitar Piccolo. I'm trying to look at these, it's really hard. What does it say? There's a Star Fox 64 there and a Zelda. Yeah. It says Merida and Flight Wolf 32. So we have a Banjo-Kazooie, we have a Star Fox 64, we have a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Ooh, Metal Gear. That's a Metal Gear cartridge. Come on, is my favorite game in there? Is my favorite game in there? I'm trying to see. I think it's right there. Wait, those textures are all messed up. That says Merida, but the front cover of that one says Merida, but the spine looks like a different game. I think that's Perfect Dark. I think the Perfect Dark parody is there. I think I recognize the font, but I can't read what they called it in this game. And there's something called Amazi, but I can't tell what that one is. Really hard to make out. I miss U64 era. I'm gonna shut this thing off now.
Yeah. Enough of that.
This thing says play me and I don't want to mix the two.
A tape recorder.
Hello. This is Howard James Wright with a message for my granddaughter, Sarah Elizabeth Wright. So if anyone else is listening, they can start off immediately, please. Sarah, if you are listening to this, then it means, well, it means I'm gone. But I don't want you to be too sad about it. That's just the way life goes sometimes. So, chin up, my little pixie. Remember our grand moments. All the adventures we had when you were a little one and I wasn't such a cranky old man. I know you have questions for me. It's true I kept secrets from you and your mother. But there were good reasons. There are things in this world greater than ourselves, and I needed to protect you from them. I didn't want either of you to face the dangers that I've had to... I never wanted to place such a burden on your shoulders, but now it's unavoidable. Pixie, I need your help. But I can't just tell you. I have to show you. You will need to see for yourself. This world is full of secrets. From the tallest tree to the deepest river, in every breath of wind and every dancing flame. All you have to do is look. Goodbye, Sarah. I love you very much.
Goodbye, Grandpa.
Wow.
This world is full of secrets. From the tallest
Post-it
tree to
says
the
play me.
deepest river, in every breath of wind and every dancing flame.
I didn't really mean to restart it, but here we are. So that's Pele.
Is look. Goodbye, Sarah. I love you very much.
When we talk about where these people were buried, they were talking about apparently that guy? Are we supposed to accept that that's the thing that exists in this world? Or is that what she's trying to show us? Is this like Miss Peregrine's home for imaginary friends or whatever it was called, for gifted students, something like that. Where a grandpa dies and then reveals the magic of the world with their death.
It's a small, simple key. Maybe it fits the desk.
Shu, Egypt.
Oh, okay. These can be pushed. What did the message say again?
Fusang, China. Pele, Hawaii. Paryakeke, South America. Shu, Egypt. Those must be like... Two of them were people who were buried, so they must be 4 different characters. They're like people that were... Maybe they're all dead people, or elementals, or important in some specific way. Got a new journal page. Page 1. I finally landed on Hawaii and will soon begin my arduous climb of Mauna Loa. I'm not much of a climber, but I am filled with determination. I will, however, first take some days to recuperate from the very tiresome travel from which my fear of flights did not exactly improve. Not only was the pilot rude and dismissive of safety protocol, he also seemed completely unsure at times of what he was doing. Regardless, I am here, and I will spend the coming days in the village of Pahala. Whatever secrets Pele, goddess of fire, holds, it is now within my grasp. I have definitely reached the right place, though I am weary from travel. I am too excited to sleep. The villagers are friendly, but warn me of hurting customs, something I have no intent to do. I have also noticed the alchemical symbol of fire etched over people's doorways. It connects to Pele, of course, but is it linked to the crest I've sought as well? So yes, we're supposed to believe shit is going down in this world. And it's not... Because my first glance when I saw that art sketch, I was like, oh, cool. Someone's got fantasy creatures that they're drawing. I don't think they're supposed to be fantasy creatures. It might have been of a bit of a cryptozoologist, or maybe even something more advanced than that. Maybe they're intelligent? That's definitely Metal Gear.
Here's my stuff.
Well, I found a key. Let's see here.
A torn out page.
Page 4. All I've worked for. It's here. I know it. The necklace in the temple in China made all the difference. And now I'm finally in Africa, hoping to set the burning sensation of curiosity to peace. The symbols line up, and my calculations were correct. The anonymous mail I received helped on a grand scale, but I still have not managed to figure out the sender. Regardless, the last piece of knowledge should be here, in Egypt. And after having evaded my guide, I have now found the symbols. It's time. Time to learn what is behind these strange connections and events. He left his guide. That seems a little dangerous. An old photograph found on Grandpa's desk. It says, Sultan Hassan Mosque Madrasa, Egypt, 1966. Must have been one of his trips. Can we zoom in on this thing? I guess... Oh yeah, I can make out just barely what it reads, but it's just what they said here, I guess. Hello. Neat.
This will be perfect for my next sail across the 7 seas, but I'll leave it where it is for now. Nah, I can find my way back to the train station without it.
What a smartass. Seems to be all that's interactive in here. The alchemic symbol of Earth combined with the Chinese one for tree. While the trip has yet again gone well, my research has once again led me to these symbols. I can draw no conclusion. I have spent most of my life researching these mythological connections, yet again I reach my destination and nothing. Almost as if this is all an extremely elaborate prank. I sometimes wonder if my daughter is right. Months, nay, years of planning, only to eventually find a temple or shrine with another symbol, another riddle, another clue. However, at the same time, it feels like I am so close to finding some... It just cut off. Look at his pen went scraping off the paper. I guess maybe he found something. Page 4 happened. All I've worked for, it's here, I know it, yeah. He received anonymous mail.
An open desk drawer.
An open desk drawer. There's something really funny about her pointing that out all the time. I can zoom? Thank you for telling me now.
Huh. This tin box looks fairly old and has a combination lock on it.
So it's a 5-digit name. Yeah. I can zoom? Arcturus. Minerals. Does it say mineral stuff? What's this? That is perfect dark. Flawless shadow. I guess I should have seen that coming, honestly. And something that says A station again. They called perfect dark flawless shadow. Alright, well that's enough of that. They zoomed in on this earlier.
The key I have doesn't fit here.
This clock is a sin. What the hell is happening with these hands? It still has 12 face. It still has 12. You would think it still counts what time it is.
There is no way I can pick this up.
I dare you. Who stores books like this? I guess it's maybe he died, so they just shoved everything up here. No, but he just died, right?
I'm sure some of these are worth keeping, but I'm not going to sit down and sort through them right now.
I would like considerably more lights if you don't mind. Please. Yes, that is his face. Pele. Goddess of fire. Meant to be raised as a water goddess, had to flee from her older sister, Nanaka. Nanaka, dangerous. Need to study up on Hawaiian deities. Seems Pele fought many a Hawaiian goddess, apparently often with a jealousy as main reason. This, however, can be just as much folk tale as it can be true. We'll see when we meet her. Found in library. Like a volcano's lava that creates land, the goddess Pele reminds us that even fiery eruptions and emotional upheavals are followed by new life and change. As an archetype, Pele is a passionate and creative force that transforms and rebuilds the landscapes of our lives. See, you sons of bitches, I can read cursive just fine. It's just mist was really low resolution and distorted and fucked up looking. That was a mist problem, not a me problem. Sorry, I still get comments about that to this day. So it's a fresh wound for me, even though you guys have moved on. We need a password, but it's got 5 digits. Fire, water, wind. Oop. Fire, water, tree, wind. So maybe I pressed 4 of them in that order.
Pele, Hawaii, and a fire symbol.
That doesn't seem to be it.
Shoot.
No, that's not it. Does this globe have anything to do with Grandpa's message?
The tree is first.
Pele, Hawaii. What did the message say? What did the message say again? The world is full of secrets?
Yeah.
That's definitely Grandpa's handwriting.
This world is full of secrets. From the tallest tree to the deepest river. In every
Tree,
breath of
water, wind, flame.
every dancing flame. All you have to do is look. Goodbye, Sarah. I love you very much.
Ta-da! I did not realize at the time that that's what the clue was.
Is this a second part of my necklace?
Because they said it was they said what does message say, but I thought they meant the letters. Necklace. A necklace I got from Grandpa when I turned 10. He joked that it was magical and it would keep me safe from monsters and under my bed. And such under my bed. And I believed him for the longest time. I've worn it since. And now that he's gone, I don't think I'll ever stop wearing it. So, update, I guess? When I managed to open Grandpa's globe, I found another piece of the necklace. And when I look through it, stuff glow, and I see things that aren't there. What the hell's going on? Am I going crazy? Cell phone, a Matson flip phone. It's a year old. What? What year is it right now? Thursday, August 20th. Of what year? Got a flip phone that's a year old. It's a year old, but it still works pretty great. I'm not in a hurry to upgrade, even though the new smartphones look pretty nifty. Okay, so it's like 2005-ish. Wow, that was 15 years ago. I'm old. I'm gonna die tomorrow. Jesus. Well, maybe if I can afford one. I kind of miss these phones. I think modern phones were a mistake. It's just too much. Student ID from school. Sarah Elizabeth Wright. 1990. Is that your birthday? If that's our... 2009? So this was issued 2009, so it's like 2009 or 2010-ish. So it's actually more recent than I thought. Smartphones have been around for a few years by now. So she's born December 22nd, 1990. Oh, the children of the... oh, the children... sorry, God, I fucked it up. It's, all the parents of the children of December have a clutch because their birthdays are the hardest to remember when you're born before New Year's, the day... born after Christmas, the day before New Year's? Yeah. I haven't heard that song for a while. But I think of it whenever there's a December birthday. Children of December by... The Slip? Is that what they're called? She's like 8 months younger than me. Almost exactly, actually. A student ID for my school. I'm still not quite sure if studying botanics and biology is right for me, and God knows Mom doesn't think so, but I like nature, and I like the idea of maybe one day fixing the planet and winning the Nobel Prize or something. Or setting up a flower shop, you know, whichever. Also not the best picture, but yeah, that's me. I can press V, that's new. Oh, that's the full dictation of everything that was there. And then this part's the one that repeats every time you play it again. But you can still read the rest of it. But the last part was the clue. And that's the key I found. Alright.
Whoa.
Oop.
Serious whoa.
Here we are. We can see the elements. Okay. Give me something to write on. Here we go. All right. So 12's on top, so that's 2 is wind. 6 is tree. 8 is water. It's 9, 10, 11. It should be 11. 11 is fire. And there's also this inverted triangle symbol with the slash through it. That's glowing out of all the other symbols that are there. Alright. That should help. Anything else around here? Is one of my video games the secret answer to this? You really can't see much right now. Oh. What's that? Ooh. Look at that. The things that it said didn't matter. Pixie. The real answer is glow. And it doesn't even say that on with the real eyes. Huh.
Whoa, fancy key.
That's neat. Alright, go away. That's funny. That's one way to screw with people. Try to come up with the answer to this combo. Good luck. And it's like the face of the tumblers are just lies. Everything you see doesn't matter towards the answer. Oh, these are 4 separate things. All right. I have to make each one match the right one. So right now, upside down triangle with a slash through is pointing at the tree. Yep, that's correct. So I have to match them up with these. Okay. So writing that down was pointless because the numbers don't matter. But I was being careful. So fire needs to have the up arrow on it. Empty arrow. Fire. Oh no, writing it down does help. Technically.
Oh, budge.
I want to budge. Oh, I can only change the okay.
So I need to set these hands correctly. Maybe the answer is in Grandpa's journal pages.
I can only change one of them. So which one's that? It looks like that, so it probably points at a wind. Right? I don't know. They're yeah. Ugh. Wind. Except it's coming out of that side. I mean, I can change the one that currently points at the stem, so that's probably the answer, right? Maybe it's supposed to point at a tree. It's pointing at the stick. Maybe I'm supposed to actually take it there. Ah, that's how you control which one you're currently controlling. Gotcha. Okay, so now it's the triangle pointing away from the stem. Which triangle pointing away from the stem is fire, and I wrote down that fire is 11. Time to click this many times. So that's why that thing is glowing. It's because that's the toggle. Now it's the one pointing towards the stick, but it doesn't have a line through it. That's water, which is 7.
Okay, so I need to set these hands correctly.
I get it. You don't need to
Maybe
tell me
the answer
again.
is in Grandpa's journal pages.
And now it's the triangle pointing away from the stem with the slash through it, which is I just went away from it too fast. That is wind.
Was that it? Did I do it? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's happening? No, 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 no! was the first time I traveled by magic, pulling at the thread that would unravel my grandfather's mysteries. I so wish he told me sooner, so we could have gone on at least one adventure together. Instead, I went on his adventure, the one that never was. But that is a longer story, for another time.
Sounds like a prologue, like they're planning on making a bigger game, maybe? I think somebody wants to make a proper Myst-style game. That's why that little document shows like that kind of like supernatural creature. And they travel by magic. Interesting. Time to double check on this developer. Let's see. Theme What Never Was. Just to double check on this. It's also on itch.io. Ack Halgren. It's the only thing that they've published so far on Steam. It came out 1 year ago. A short, story-driven first-person game focused on exploration and puzzle solving. What Never Was sequel. There's too many other things to call it. I don't know if there's currently any more information about this game and whether or not they're planning on making a new game or something, but it 100% screams that they're planning more. I'm curious about that. I just found the Twitter account of the creator, and the Twitter account says that they live in Sweden, and they're a level/narrative designer and writer at Avalanche Games and Avalanche Studio, and he apparently worked on Rage 2. Oh, it's funny when you look at Avalanche Studios, the first game that comes up on their Twitter is Generation Zero, which I think I also did a Let's Try of, which is like a post-apocalyptic world kind of situation where there's like a bunch of mechs everywhere, like kind of wandering around and being a real big problem. Well, I think that's going to be it for now. Maybe at some point they'll follow up on that, or maybe this was the start or something. But it totally screams like the idea of it being like a fan of Myst wanting to make their own connected universe of like worlds where they have you jumping between worlds and having these like tactile physical puzzles where you find notes and observe the environment and then use that to solve a handful of puzzles and develop further and so on. Well, thanks for watching like always, guys, and I'll see you next time.